Buona giornata and welcome to my channel. My name is Stefania if you're new here. So I have a very exciting video today. I feel like they've been teasing us forever with this stuff. So I have the new Fenty brush, bronzer, blushes, the cream products. I am not a huge cream person, but these like really drew me in. So Fenty usually doesn't steer me wrong. Like I mostly like all their stuff. So they're definitely one of like my overall favorite brands, you know? So I'm excited to see how this stuff works out. Please don't forget to subscribe and let's go ahead and hop into this video. Hit that like button as well. Sorry, it's a lot of things to do, you know, but it would help. So let's go ahead and jump in. If you've been watching my videos, I'm kind of like a broken record. I did, like there will be no Sephora haul this time. I'm in the same boat as you guys. I don't have extra money to spend either. I had one $100 gift card. And I tried to be very, you know, frugal this time around. So I used my gift card to buy these three. I have the Patrick Ta products. I do have a review on that as well. And then I have like one other new thing coming in and that was it. So in no way do I want you guys to think that I am influencing you to, I don't know if I have influence over any of you anyway, but I'm not trying to push products on you. I just thought, you know, for me, I was looking for reviews on this stuff and I'm like, it was hard. I felt like they did not do swatches or anything. So I'm hoping I got shades that work for me. We'll see. All right, so this is actually my first Fenty brush. I have not gotten any of them. They always look cute, but for me, I generally like, especially face brushes, I tend to, you know, not get a lot of synthetic ones, but I guess that's not true. I don't know why I haven't gotten any brushes. I think it's just, I just haven't. So I like that it comes with a little protector sleeve. Not because I actually use the protector sleeve or I can get it off. But it's nice to keep when you're traveling because, you know, the brushes they can get ruined. So I definitely recommend always keeping those or like the little thing the Sephora brushes come in. But this is what the brush looks like. It has a little bit of weight to it. It does feel nice. I think it's because they're a little bit more expensive and they feel so soft that I was like, do they work? But it's hard to find good brushes for cream products. That's why I specifically got this one. The only cream product I really use other than like foundation and concealer is I do a contour with Bobbi Brown. I did just order a Fenty one a few weeks ago and I haven't even tested it out yet because they were $12 and I was like, oh, that's a good deal. So I did get one of the matchsticks, but I will not be playing with those today, obviously. All right, so let's get some tweezers. Let's see how this goes. So I got the shade Honey Glaze in the bronzer. I'm trying to like open things with tweezers so I don't mess up these nails. And I love press-on nails. I've been using press-on nails for months now because I hate going to the salon and getting it done. I just don't have patience for that kind of stuff. But at the same time, because I know that I can peel them off right away, I never keep them on for more than a day. I don't know. I don't really like having nails on, but yeah. Okay, so this is what they look like. So I got Honey Glaze in the bronzer and then I got Fuego Flush. They are supposed to be very sheer to buildable, which is why I kind of went with a darker shade. And like I said, there wasn't really a lot to go on. So hopefully this is fine. We shall see. I do like that they changed up the packaging just a little bit so that you can definitely tell the difference when you're, not if they're sitting on the back, which let's be honest, most of us don't organize our makeup that well, or at least I don't. But I like that they came out with the front saying cream so that you know what you're grabbing because I have, like their powder bronzer is one of my favorites. I have it in 3 shades. So yeah. And then the cream is very tiny, a little smaller than I thought. Like if you compare it to the bronzer, it's not that big. Okay, so here we go. So here is a normal, so it's the exact same size as the powder bronzer. All right, so I do have the Fenty hydrating formula on right now. That's all I have on. I will say though, like, obviously I'm gonna get in here and you guys are gonna see this with the lights off and everything. So I do have some dry patches. That's just because of my medication. It's not the foundation's fault, just so you know. So I've done everything I could possibly do to try to like make everything work. But this is what the bronzer looks like. It looks very orange. So I might resemble someone who I don't want to resemble in this time. But that was the worry though, is when I saw them, they looked orangey. So I was like, oh, let's see how this goes. But it does come with the exact same amount of product as the powder. And then here we are with the Fuego Flush Blush. Say that 3 times fast. Fuego Flush Blush. Fuego Flush Blush. It's pretty small. It's kind of like her like mini highlighters if you have one of those in a set, which I think you're gonna only have to use a very small amount anyway, so I think it's fine. Okay, so for the bronzer, it says you can apply with a brush. Oh wow, like look at that. It says it's not supposed to be oily or greasy, and one of the big draws for me, so that is the shade right there. So it doesn't look as orangey on my hand, but a little bit. So I might end up getting like macchiato, but like I wasn't gonna try to go crazy like I just miss swatching in store. I would have gotten a better idea that way. So on one side, we are just gonna go straight in and oh wow, that looks, oh no. But yeah, that was kind of the draw. When it comes to the bronzers, I actually do use the deeper shades. So I'm going to do this side with the finger, and then the other side we'll take it right in with the brush to the pan, because it says you can do either one, so let's just see if it makes a difference. I'm gonna start there. We'll see what happens. I think what I was trying to say about the brushes before is like they're not the cheapest. They're $34, and it looks like it's a well-made brush. But I've never seen anyone, like I still love watching people's favorite brush videos, and I've never seen anyone, I'm just going in very, very lightly. I'm not pressing hard on this at all. But no one ever really mentions Fenty brushes much, you know? So that's why I was but the reviews aren't bad on them. And this feels nice, and I mean, it's aesthetically, like it's really cute. But I've used a few e.l.f. brushes for bronzer, like cream products, and they're good until they're not, and they just fall apart. So I don't think it's looking too orangey, right? I'm gonna turn down the lighting so you guys can see a little bit better, like in terms of like, you know, all my flaws. So this time I'm going to dip into the brush, into the pan, and I'm gonna just start blending it out that way. If you can hear my husband, I'm sorry. He and his friend are like 5-year-olds lately where they just want to play video games together. It's really cute though. His friend calls him, like asks permission from me. Like, can he play for just a little bit? I'm like, he's not my son. Like, he can do whatever he wants to do. I will also be filming more workout videos. I feel like for those of you that are helping, regardless of the amount of views they get, I'm happy to help. And it was really cute. It like made my whole week. My family, my Italian family sent me a video today. And my zio Mimo, my zio Carla were following the workout on their TV. They're like, this is too hard. You need to make an easier one. And it just, my heart's so happy with that. Like, I can't explain how much I miss them, especially in a time like this. And the fact that they are taking not like they have time to do much else. And they're stuck in an apartment, but still, it was really, really nice. Okay. I definitely feel like with a finger, you definitely get more of like a very light application. And then with the brush, it is going on deeper. I'm going to try a little bit more. I mostly got this shade because I think, was it Jamie Guinevere? She was the only one that did a review, except for she didn't swatch anything. And she said she picked this shade, and she has a lighter skin tone than I do, because she said the other ones were like too pinky and like the shades were hard to pick, and she actually saw them in person, obviously, because she got them in PR. So that's kind of why I went this route, but I don't know if this is the best shade, to be honest. It definitely is, I'm liking it. We'll see how it looks when it's done, okay? Let's just not judge a book. It is a little bit messy. Not like messy in general, but like messy in the pan. All right, we're gonna do one more layer just because it does say it's buildable, and I just wanna see how buildable it really is. But I feel like this is also gonna be really great for, it's blending out amazingly. Like no makeup days, but like zero foundation type thing. If you just want a little bit of a cream bronzer to like make you look like you're alive and you have a heartbeat. I feel like that's probably what I will be most excited to use this for. But it didn't lift any foundation. All right, next let's take the blush. So this is Fuego Flush. And for this, it seemed like the best way that, like, I watched the Fenty videos and they applied it with a finger, so I'm gonna do the same. But you guys know, like, I don't love blushes, but when I do, it's a neutral blush or an orangey blush. So this is what the shade looks like. So like a Cheeto. So hopefully it's a little sheer. And then I'm just going to very lightly just tap it out. You guys know I don't go super heavy on blushes. Like, even for me, I'm just like, that's enough. But I'm going to layer a little bit more because I don't know if you can really see that. I don't like to take my blush too low. I'm going to kind of blend it back. But it's not bad with the... I like this formula. It's very, very easy to blend. And then I'm also going to go ahead. They said you can use it on the lips. So, did that give my lips any color? I don't know about on the lips. I don't think I like it. Because, well, my lips are dry in general. But it's not, it definitely doesn't like just feel like a balm. You know what I mean? It's right off the bat, it's just sticking to every little dry patch. So maybe, unless you have very nice and hydrated lips, very jealous of you, but I don't think it's going to be the best option. In a pinch, sure. My sister just got into Big Little Lies and she's like, oh, it's so good. All right, let's see, y'all. Okay, so Honey Glaze says, like the one I got, it's like in the description, it says medium to tan skin tones. So I feel like I'm fairly tan. I feel like that should fit me. But in terms of the shade, I don't know if I like the product a lot. I'm especially excited for the sweat resistant part. Because sometimes, like, especially on makeup days or when you're just running errands, like in the summertime, I need something that's sweat resistant if I actually want to wear makeup throughout the day and not, you know, just at nighttime type thing. Like I test out the Huda Beauty Tan Tour. Those are much darker, much more leaning on contour shades as well as bronzers, whereas these, I feel like they're more bronzer shades. So I like this formula right off the bat better. I was one of the rare people that did not love the contour. It was not sweat proof for me. It was a little patchy. It just didn't work on my dry skin. This formula feels very, very nice, like creamy, but also it's not like it feels oily, but it almost like glides on like it's an oil, if that makes sense. Let me turn down the lighting again. Let me see what you guys think. So this is with my lights completely turned off, and I feel like it does look a lot better with the lights turned off. I think on camera it looks a little bit orange, but it's still leaning that like orangey tone, you know? So I don't know if I like it. I don't know if I like the product. I don't know if I like the shade. Like, okay, I really quickly wanted to just show you guys some swatches. So this is the cream formula, and then this is Island Ting and the powder Fenty formula. So you guys can just tell, like, the shade-wise, like, I don't know what it is, but it, like, leans, like, fairly orange, but not, like, Island Ting is, like, my, like, where I would want to go in terms of, like, the most orange, and this is definitely more orange. I wanted to get, like, really up close in here so you guys can really see. There are little tiny areas, and I don't even know if they're coming up on camera, where even the blush is kind of getting stuck in little, like my pores essentially, like little tiny, not even dry patches, but just be aware. I don't think it's noticeable though, like when I'm not like, who's getting this close to your face, you know? But I did want to show you guys close up. Okay, so thoughts overall, I feel I like the formula of both products a lot. Like, I'm not upset about the formula. I do want to see if it is really sweat resistant, so I'll definitely let you guys know in terms of that. And I also want to play with it, so rude, on days where I'm not wearing foundation. I like it. I just think I need a different shade. You know, like for the bronzer, the blush, I like this. Like, this is such a nice summer blush, and it was so easy to just pat it out. You know, just wash your hands. But yeah, the bronzer, I feel like it's a lot harder in terms of like picking the right shade. So if I go up, it's going to be an 05 Teddy, and that would be tan skin tones. But you never know, because like I could have also maybe gotten macchiato would be another shade, labels, like in order, that I might look at. It says light to medium skin tones, but like maybe the undertones are all different. I don't know, because it doesn't really give you that information. The product is vegan and cruelty free. So for the bronzers, it's $32, which I don't think is a bad price at all. And one of the things I'm really liking about it is it's not sticky. So I don't feel like my face is sticky, and I appreciate that. Like, I don't think my hair is just gonna get stuck in it all day. That's a big, like, that would be a no if it was. So I really like the formula of the product. I think it's just, I need a different shade. I just think this leans too orangey, and I don't know what skin tone that's going to be flattering for. I mean, maybe you might like it. Like, if you like that, that's totally fine. But for me personally, I don't love it. These are sheer. Like, you are going to get a lot more, like, obviously the matchsticks are going to be an actual, like, pigmented product for contour. This gives you a nice light wash. It's still not going to be as intense. Like, I tried to layer on even more before this. It's not going to give you the same like coverage or intensity as the bronzers are. It's not as buildable, but it's buildable to a point, and this is as buildable as it gets. So I think it's a very nice like sun-kissed type product. So if you like those, I think you'll really like this. Or I could even take my bronzer, like my powder, and go over it if I wanted to. For me, the whole purpose of why I got this was so that I could have it on lighter days. And yeah, so I'm happy with the actual product, but I will probably be exchanging it for another shade. So I'm hoping that more come out. I'm hoping we can go back to the store once it's safe to go. Like I said, I don't want to influence you guys to get it. And right now, like, I can't tell you which shade of bronzer to get, because obviously I didn't pick my right shade. And that was the shade number 4. So, but in terms of the blush, I really like this blush. I think it's a perfect summer color. Did not really work on my lips like they said it was going to. But my lips resemble a desert. So $20 for the blush. I actually really like the brush a lot. Like, I'm kind of interested to look at other Fenty brushes. So if you guys have recommendations, definitely let me know. But very soft, like perfect density in terms of blending out a cream product without it being too, it's not too flimsy and it's not too stiff. Like Sigma brushes I've used, I have a lot of their like microfiber, like the duo fiber brushes. And I don't like them because the bristles are too long, that where I'm just like, like I feel like I'm pressing really hard. Whereas this, I'm just like, oh, it's nice and smooth, it's soft, and I want a synthetic brush for cream products. So I'm actually very happy with the brush. I think out of, like, I'm excited about it. So like I said, maybe when the store's open and you can swatch them, you know, do whatever you need to do. I'm not trying to tell you to buy it, but I hope that you guys found this useful. Please don't forget to subscribe. I hope you'll consider doing that. It would really help me out. Please like this video. I'm like, what is happening? I keep seeing it again on the monitor. It's just the light from outside. I'm like, what's on my hair? But yeah, that is it for me. I will see you guys in the next video. Let me know if you guys want me to try this stuff out without foundation on. And yeah, that is it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Comment down below what your thoughts were. Maybe you guys think it looks normal and it's just in my head that it's orange. I don't know. I've been watching a lot of news, a lot of Trump stuff, and maybe that's just in my head now, and TikTok. So that's it. Bye. For soft contour, apply to the hollows of your cheeks, jawline, and temples, sides of your nose. Amber and toffee teas are supposed to be great for contouring. You can come in. You're fine.
I can't hear you.
Okay, thank you. I said you're fine. You look like you're like creeping. I'm like, you're okay.
I am creeping.
Love you.
You look so pretty. Look at this. Oh my goodness!
Get out. I'm recording.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
You're not live?
No, I am. No, I'm not live.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
Thanks, babe.